Well, guys, the day has come. The time has come.
Do I look excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Old 99 Brewing, guys. We're at the brewery. Today is the day we get to brew our beer. Tagged out ale.
Tagged out ale. It's going to be a hazy, semi-crushable IPA.
And don't think that we just made something up and did it. We have professionals that made the whole thing up for us. We've already had a test batch done. Now it's time for the real thing. It's not like we're just throwing some beer together and saying, hey guys, try this.
So,
it's good.
It's a day of education for us, a day of excitement. I've actually known Arter since I was about 5 years old, 6 years old. My dad and his dad cut timber together way back in the day in the 80s. So pretty cool history, but they have an amazing brewery here in Roseburg. And the best part of it, they're collabing with us. We're going to have the tagged out ale.
I'm just excited to learn how to make it.
Yeah.
Just learn what the process is and how it all goes, because I have no idea.
But also with that, we are doing a launch party August 10th. So you guys can come join us on the unveiling of this beer. And it's the only place and the only time you can get this beer. So
yeah. Come get it. Come one, come all.
Yeah.
Please. And we're going to do live podcasts. Dirk will be there. There'll be a bunch of people there. There's talk of possibly some Hushin guys coming.
Yep.
Maybe. Anyway, so we're going to have an awesome time, and we're allowing only like 300 to 500 people, somewhere in there. So log on and secure a spot if you guys would. And we'd love to meet you guys.
Yeah, link in the description right now. So stay tuned for the day of brewing.
Let's go brew some beer.
We got some hops. I've been told 48 ounces.
Rabbit food?
Rabbit food.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a little brighter on the nose.
It is.
This one's a little more tropical.
Yeah.
A little deeper, like earthier.
Way earthier. Now I know what I'm doing. Smelled it.
But you take these hops and you try to combine them to where the flavors like to play off of each other.
Okay.
And these are all late edition hops. The beer is going to be not very hoppy on the palate.
That's what he was saying. He said you'll add them way late just so it's not so powerful.
Yeah. So this is like 1 minute before the end of the boil. This is actually at Whirlpool when we've already knocked the heat off.
Yeah.
And it's going to let the aromas come out. It's not going to be that bite that you get out of like an IPA, like a big IPA. That's the dry hop. So this is after fermentation is complete, or the last day or two. We're going to throw way more hops in it, and that's all going to be on the nose when you're drinking the beer. It's going to be bright, citrusy. Crush it. You're just going to crush this beer.
In one gulp.
Yeah. Took some over for the death hike, and I was telling Steve about it. I'm like, okay, now picture this. It's a September afternoon. You just killed a bull. It's like 75 degrees. Mornings are cold, so it's still like it's the taste of summer with the feeling of fall.
Yeah.
Like I told this whole story.
It's gonna be awesome.
Set it up. He's like, it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. That test batch was good.
What's the cocaine substance there?
This is actually a bunch of different chemicals that we add to the beer to bring out different profiles. So it's a combination of citric acid, gypsum, calcium chloride, and Epsom salt.
Really?
Yeah, so for an IPA, you're going to want to lean more on the citric acid and the Epsom salt, and that's what brings out that hop flavor a little bit more.
Gotcha.
For like a darker beer, you're going to lean heavier on the gypsum.
Really?
That's why like Irish stouts are so delicious, is because they have a very hard water. So we have a pH of our water here, and we correct for whatever beer style we're going to.
Okay. Gotcha. Makes perfect sense now.
So like our stouts, you add a little bit more gypsum and calcium chloride to get basically you're hardening the water, and you get a much better stout out of it. And on the IPA side, you go heavier on the two top ones.
Citric acid.
Mm-hmm. So we're trying to hit this line. what we try to do, we get enough wort in here to hit this line. We measured this out with buckets of water.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, to figure out where
And then you put
the actual gallons we need to be at.
Yeah.
And we boil it until it's around here, and that's when we know we have a full batch. Anytime you go over this line, you're diluting what alcohol you're trying to get out of that beer.
Oh really?
Yeah,
So that's
so
that happy zone.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gonna have a lot of steam, so it might hit you. This is our mash. No water left in it. Spent grains is what they call it now. So we'll rake all that out. Farmer will come and pick it up and feed it to their cows.
Just rake it out.
Yep. There's no wrong way to do it.
What are we doing, Trent?
So we're raking mash now. So okay, yeah, you're gonna have to ask somebody else. But the water goes in, filters through, and we're gonna replenish all that. Close enough?
Yep. Spent grains is what we got right here. So all the sugars are out of there, so it's not gonna hurt the cows. You know, corn's worse for cows than this.
So you guys are donating them to like local ranches and stuff?
Yep. We got a local guy that comes and picks it up. He has a farm out in Oakland, I think. So
Right on.
come out. Free food for them, and it makes it so we don't have to eat it.
I feel like a professional brewer, really. Like a breakfast bowl. Looks like the stuff you feed your horses, the oats.
Oh yeah.
It's like molasses kind of stuff.
Trent's gonna have a different attitude when he drinks the first one next time.
It's so good when it hits your lips.
You're like, this is the best beer I've ever had in my entire life.
I want to freeze it and skate on it.
Yeah, you can. I gotta rinse that off real quick. And just park next to that. Park in that parking spot. Next to that white truck. It's a little tight going through there.
What are you after?
Call you. Whatever you think. Brewer's choice.
All right.
Graveyard it.
Yeah. I've been liking this one lately. This is it's a one-off beer that we did. It's basically all Citra.
Is this summer of Citra?
Yeah, it's a good one. And
I'll do the regular glass if I have the chance. Just saying. We're all men here, right?
yeah.
Give me a. I don't like to really play around. Either Truckee or further away. Yeah.
Truckie's out.
Oh, Truckee's
I don't know why it's out. Billy's out.
I didn't look up there.
No, it's okay.
I'll
So
do
for the win?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeast. Adding the yeast, and it has to be a certain amount here.
This is yeast nutrient, which basically, as the beer goes through the boil process, it removes a bunch of the nutrients that yeast like to eat from the beer. And we're adding it back in at the very end of the beer process to basically give the food for the yeast that the yeast like to eat.
I got you.
So this is
Don't take away from what they
yeah. So this is just a yeast nutrient that kind of gives the yeast that kickstart.
Little dabble, do you, huh? It doesn't take
30,
too much.
38 grams.
So
That right there is our beer. Let me bring you in here, real hot. Though it may not look like much net. Now, what are we doing right now, Tyler?
this is yeast nutrients. It'll help with our yeast health
Okay.
when it's fermenting.
Okay.
So we just add it in there. Doesn't take much, but it does make this really mad, and it'll start
Start
bubbling up.
making it irritated. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
I think we'll be okay though. It's not going to boil over.
We don't need it. The smell here is. It smells like. Give me a. What is that?
It's sugar water. It's like
Yeah, it smells.
green. I don't know.
It smells good. It has a good.
Somebody said it smells like cooked carrots. That's what they get out of it, but I don't get the.
I
cooked carrots.
hate cooked carrots.
So that's not cooked carrots.
It's not cooked carrots at all. Anyway, so
When we add the hops, it's gonna even smell better.
is it?
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for that. So the whole thing to this process is everything's timed. So right now I'm looking at Tyler, head brewer. Are we ready?
Ready to do it.
We're ready?
Yep.
Yes. So this is, I can't tell you.
That's Citra hop.
That's what Citra hop. If you can smell this, it smells delicious. Right now it's boiling up. Good chance of 3rd-degree burns. Not too bad yet. Yeah, so everything's timed. Everything has a certain, like this has been boiling for like 45 minutes or so. And then you add this. And then it'll boil for a little bit longer. And then we have a whole nother bucket. We're getting close, buddy.
Sure it won't? Oh, that's nothing.
Never mind. False alarm.
Are you good? We killed our burner. So what I'm gonna do is start my whirlpool and I'll get you some more hops to throw in there.
Okay. So he's gonna start the whirlpool convection oven, and I'm gonna have another bucket. How many minutes in between?
Yep, what we're gonna do is 20-minute whirlpool on this.
And then this is 1 minute in between?
That's the very end.
This is the very end.
Yep.
This is the last ingredient. Can I add it?
Do it. That's mosaic hops.
This is mosaic hops. So he's doing the whirlpool now, so you can see the bubbles and foam start to slowly. We're whirlpooling. And then, so this will all transfer. It will come out of here and it'll transfer into this big tank over here. So,
Fermentation.
yeah. Closing lid. So, okay, so we're building another batch right now. That is the first batch that's gonna be done. This is the next batch that's gonna be built right now. Brewed.
Built sounds better though.
Built does
I
sound
wanna
cool.
go built.
Built. So we're putting water in the tank,
Yep.
opening valves and leathers and
So just a flow meter, and I like to start running about 4 gallons a minute. That's the ball valve in here, so I can adjust the flow.
Sure. So how many gallons?
So we're gonna start inside here. Right now we're at 2 gallons.
Okay.
We're gonna start with 43 gallons, and then we'll hook up our hose and start getting grain in there. That's when you start mashing in.
That's how we get all the grain.
Yep, this is a tube that goes all the way down, and
I was wondering, because I was
Like
thinking
this
if we're doing
piece.
these packages one at a time, that's gonna take some time.
right. But we already pre-milled, so everything's milled out of that grist case over there. So all milled up, crushed all the grains.
So you just pull it over and just boom.
Yep, it augers it in.
Gosh, okay, that makes more sense. Makes
Yep.
a lot more sense.
Adding some gypsum, all sorts of goodies. So all it does is help lower the pH for your mash. So lower pH, better extraction for your grain. You get more sugars out of it. There's citric acid in there. There's gypsum and there's some Epsom salt. That just helps with your mash or mash paddle. I think it's really cool.
If we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right. Getting thicker. It smells like oatmeal. Smells like steel cut oats for breakfast.
Just gonna wait it out.
Okay.
This is just flake barley.
Okay, so tell me, give me a rundown.
We're gonna add this when I sparge. This gets a little more proteins in there. So sparging is adding hot water over the rest of the grain while you add to the kettle to get up your volume you want
Gotcha.
for boiling.
What are we looking for? So again, as normal, everything is always timed. Everything's got a time on it. All right, so running the water, more stuff. Got a whole pile of oats.
So I'll get my water running about 2 gallons a minute. And and where that's going, right over the top.
This is what we got going on already. Let's put that right on top, huh?
Yep. Now I'll go down below, start transferring over to here. So,
The cyclone deal.
yep.
Sweet. So this one is empty, as you can see. So what's going to happen is everything from over here is going to get filtered into here. So the fermentation process can start after you get it in the big vat. It's just getting all the hops and everything, all, I don't know, the barley and stuff like that, all kind of grains, all the grain, proteins mixed in, and it'll filter all through that. It's a process, I'll tell you that, that's for sure. So Tyler just pulled this chemistry vat,
Yep.
test tube off. All right, so what do we got going on?
So this is a hydrometer. It measures Play-Doh. So what we're measuring is the sugars in this wort. So usually the higher your sugar, the more alcohol you're going to get.
Okay.
We're going for a lower end, so looks like a 12.5. I got to do a calculator because I don't know that.
12.5.
So it's a 1050 original gravity. So it's pretty good. It's for a lower alcohol. So we're looking at the numbers that we want for our 5.5%. So we'll see what it's going to do when it ferments. But this is just the first batch. I always check it. And then the next batch I'll check again. It could vary. It could go up a little bit because I better extraction or lower. We'll be good.
Look good?
Yeah, looks good.
What does that mean to you, Woody?
It color-wise and all that, it looks delicious. We just have 2 weeks to wait.
So now it's just the hurry up and wait game.
Yep.
We are brewing, I guess you'd call it now.
That's
and
the golden nectar.
We're mashing and we're distributing and we're doing a lot of stuff going on right now. And then in the end, it's going to be in the vat right behind of us. But we had an awesome day here at Old 99. Great group of guys. Go support them. It's only in Douglas County, pretty much.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much the only place you can get their beer, but
Yeah.
it is worth it.
It's so awesome. So thank you guys.
We
Go
have
ahead.
2 weeks while fermenting, and we're going to can this. We're going to can it 2 days
Before the launch.
So August 10th, like I said before. We would love to see you guys there. It'd mean the world to us.
Yeah,
And,
we'll just do
you
a
guys
link in the
can join us.
description below and click on that. And it's not just a beer drinking. I mean, honestly, this isn't a get drunk thing. This is nothing about that at all. Bring the kids. We're going to do a live podcast, question and answer podcast.
It's the big preseason celebration
correct,
before
yeah.
joining everybody before we all separate our ways and go.
Having our own beer is just a cherry on the top. So yeah, bring the kids. We'd love to meet everybody. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and hopefully we'll see you on August 10th.
See you guys.